Chiropractic is so key and important to me. I actually remember whenever I first chose to do chiropractic, it was, I think, a gift from God, actually. But I think subconsciously what was going on is in my spirit. My mom was always going through some type of back pain. She had a herniated disc whenever I was younger that she did surgery on. They did a laminectomy, didn't fix it, so then she went back and got a discectomy. All right, then went back and then they ended up fusing those joints together. And then they went back and did a sacral surgery. So my mom ended up having 4 surgeries through my adolescence and my growing up into high school. That weighed on me, just seeing her in the bed, seeing the scars, having to help rub her back. I grew up from a Nigerian culture, so we're very hands-on, very intimate. So we're switching out, we're helping her bathe, you know? We're taking care of her. And just being able to see her in that amount of pain, her always on pills, it, I think, subconsciously affected me to the point where I was like, okay, chiropractic was really made for me. But I had to see what kind of pain someone can go through whenever they have this low back, herniated disc, laminate, all these surgeries. I can see what it does to somebody in a very intimate and close setting, that what I'm doing now for chiropractic is beyond me. God moved me into this path. It's a perfect alignment that I didn't even know that I really needed, and I never knew that I was gonna be so good at. And so whenever I got into chiropractic school, I was an undergrad and typical college student. Didn't really want to go to class, didn't really care too much about school too much, but I always passed. And I was always doing what I need to do to get to the next level. So I was in my senior class in undergrad at UTA Arlington, right? And this guy walked in and he's like, hey, do you want to be a chiropractor? Come down and we'll waive your application fee. So at this point, broke college student, didn't really have a lot of money. I'm like, okay, he's talking about waiving a fee. I'll take that. So I went down there, asked him about it. He was like, hey, here's this pamphlet. You can go to this orientation type of thing where you can see how the school is. They do the whole parade thing, give you food, snacks, enjoy the weekend to see if you want to come and join the college. So went to it, had a blast, realized, you know what, I can probably do this. You know, I can do this chiropractic stuff. So then I went at that time, went back, applied for it, saw that I didn't have all the requirements for it. Reached out to the advisor at that time. She was like, you know what, write me an essay and then we can get you in. I was like, all right, perfect. I wrote the essay and ended up getting into the chiropractic school. And so chiropractic for me at that time, I didn't really know the magnitude of what was possible. I thought it was just, hey, throw some people on some ice packs, some E-stem, call it a day. But I didn't really understand the sacredness of what we're doing with this chiropractic. We are not just cracking bones. We're changing the whole dynamic of people's lives. This is a very sacred art that you're laying your hands on people and they're getting well. It almost sounds psychotic that you can put your hands on somebody and then they're gonna get up and feel better. So do you think that's just all the touch? Or do you feel like there is more within that practitioner that is allowing for that to flow? If this practitioner that is laying the hands is corrupted in the mind, the behaviors are not aligned, they are full of all these manufactured identities and they care so much about what people think and what the medical model says and all these things that are compressing them, well then there's no magic in that touch. But the same person that can purify that vessel, that can be the sacred mirror for your healing, that can be very open for you but very discernment and letting you know that healing lies within you and it always will be. That's not going anywhere. So whenever you lay your hands with that truth and that conviction, miracles are going to happen.